Hello, everybody, and welcome to CinemaCon Day 2. And today's presentation was the Warner Bros. Presentation. And today I'm going to be recapping all the stuff that happened. We got Black Adam trailer dropped. The Batman 2 got confirmed. We even got a teaser for The Flash with Ezra Miller, something I didn't expect. Margot Robbie's first look as Barbie in the brand new Barbie movie. There's so much to cover. But before we get into the rest of the video, I do want to let you guys know that I am going to be recapping CinemaCon every day. Yesterday we did one with Sony. Today's Warner Brothers. I think tomorrow is Disney, so be on the lookout for that here on the Multiverse of Movie show. And you guys let us know in every video after the comment sections, what do you think about all these announcements? Because really, the thing that makes this channel so special is when you guys let us know what you think, okay? You guys make the channel. It's called the Multiverse of Movies, not the Multiverse of Isaac, okay? So let's go back into the big screen. So let's get into the first thing that I want to talk about, and that is Dwayne Johnson's electrifying Black Adam trailer. So what we hear in the trailer is that we see the origins of Black Adam, how he's this slave who... He's the slave who was tortured, doesn't kneel before any man. But the thing that really intrigued me was they were saying that Black Adam is genuinely powerful, that to the point where Dr. Fate says, you know, he can be the world's savior or the world's destroyer. And from what the trailers show you is that they're building up this guy who has so much hatred, so much rage, so much anger. And now that he has these powers, he's going to use that for it. But the thing that really caught me interesting was, I think at one point, what they said was in the trailer, they say heroes don't kill. But then Dwayne Johnson says, but I do. And I think that's perfect. That's Black Adam. And then they released a little teaser for Wonka. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm excited. The origins of Willy Wonka. I know they did that with the Johnny Depp movie. I actually like that reboot. I like the original and the reboot. I do prefer the original a little more. But I do like that reboot. And I always found it interesting that they wanted to show you what Willy Wonka's origin is. What did Wonka do to lead up to this point? And now we're going to get a full movie on that, which I find very fun and interesting. I think it's a good idea. And Timothée Chalamet is, of course, one of the most talented actors in Hollywood right now. And then they had Elvis footage. I don't really have much to say. I wasn't a big Elvis fan, but it is what it is. Then the Batman 2 got announced. It's funny because when this got announced, there were so many tweets of people pulling these Snyder fans on Twitter kind of mocking that there's not going to be a second Batman because apparently the first Batman flopped. Look, I'm a big Snyder fan. You guys know Zack Snyder's Justice League is my favorite movie of all time. I want the Snyderverse restored. But one thing I couldn't stand about the fandom is how they spun this false narrative about the Batman, and they basically lied to people just to try to get the Snyderverse restored. When reality is, if the Batman did flop, the Snyderverse wouldn't be restored automatically. And they were claiming that there's not going to be a sequel because David Zaslav wants more of a connected universe and all that. But hey, they greenlit the Batman 2, so suckers, man. I'm just kidding. I want the Snyderverse restored, but don't be a moron. And also, there's this guy who got exposed on Twitter because they're a Snyder fan, but on their Twitter they put that they like the Batman, the Pattinson Batman, and then a lot of these accounts were trying to use that as ammo to say, oh, look, this guy's a Pattinson fan. It's like, you can be a fan of both. I'm a fan of both. I love the Batman. I don't love... Look, Pattinson's great. I don't love him as much as Affleck, but I like him for what he is, man. All right? But anyways, they also talked about Shazam 2. Shazam 2. They talked about Shazam 2. They brought up Fast and Furious in it. That's what they said. Family. Apparently, Wonder Woman's going to show up. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. That looks cool. Of course, I didn't see it all. I'm just going based off what journalists are telling me and all that. Of course, I'll talk about the Flash last. We're going to keep that for last because that's the one that intrigues me most. Then we had first look at Margot Robbie as Barbie in the Barbie movie. Now, I've yet to talk about the Barbie movie here on the channel. They released this image right here. I think I'll look into it. Here's the image. That surprisingly looks very accurate. The pink, the colors, that even looks like a Barbie. It's crazy how accurate. I never thought a Barbie movie would exist, especially live action. But we live in crazy times. So, yeah, here's that first look of Margot Robbie as Barbie. Don't really have much to say besides, hey, that looks pretty accurate. Um, and what else was there? What is there? So, what else was there? Let's talk about the Flash. I think we talked about everything we needed to talk about for this Warner Brothers presentation at CinemaCon. From what I'm hearing, apparently this wasn't the most fun presentation. Like, I'm watching the John Campea show right now. I actually have a TV back here where they were talking about the presentation. Apparently they were saying that the Warner Brothers presentation wasn't as fun as the Sony one because they spent a long time discussing something they didn't really care about. What else am I missing? I don't want to miss anything. I got to talk about everything. It's a CinemaCon recap before we get into the Flash, man. The Flash. Don't worry, darling. Oh, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. They brought that up. I haven't heard much about the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom besides, from what I'm hearing, is that apparently King Orm and Aquaman both have to team up to fight Black Manta, who is currently much more stronger than ever. Now, my good friend RJ, he actually brought this up. He says it sounds a lot like the plot for Thor: The Dark World. And I saw some people saying that it was disappointing, how it sounds a lot like that and all that. But really, look, I've always said this. You can make a good movie out of anything. Any story. Even if it's a previously poor story. You can make a good movie out of anything. So, it really doesn't matter to me. This sounds interesting. I loved, what was his name? Yahya Abdul. I forgot what his name was, but he said that. Yeah, I mean, I liked him a lot in Black Manta, and I keep seeing him in a lot of movies. I mean, he recently popped in that Michael Bay movie. Did I say Miko? My bad. Michael Bay movie, Ambulance. I have yet to see that because honestly, it doesn't look all that good. But hey, he's starring in big blockbusters. Whatever. And then there's some other movies I really don't care about. What is there? What else is there before I get into? Oh, and I forgot to say this, but Barbie is apparently it's going to release the same day the Christopher Nolan film Oppenheimer drops. So it is going to be interesting to see who wins. I think it's going to be Oppenheimer. First of all, it's a Christopher Nolan movie. You got big name actors in that movie. So it is going to be difficult for Barbie because it seems like the only thing Barbie's depending on is Margot Robbie's star power and the nostalgia for the Barbie doll. I don't even know if Barbie dolls are still popular amongst young girls anymore. I don't even know what is popular for the young kids besides Fortnite, but I mean, maybe I don't know. Obviously, kids aren't going to go watch Oppenheimer because Nolan's movies aren't typically kid related. In fact, I think the only kid related movies you could say, or you could make a debate for that are Nolan films, is probably the Dark Knight trilogy because kids love Batman. But let's get into the Flash. Yes, they got a teaser for the Flash. Now, before we get into that, we'll describe the trailer because this says something specific. Now, the trailer, apparently, you see a lot of cool Michael Keaton suits. You get to see the Bat Cycle. You get to see that Barry time travel. So you get to see that there's 3 Barry Allens. What else did they say there was? Oh, yeah. This one is going to shock you. So I'm going to put it to this main camera right here. I did not believe this when I heard of this, but apparently Michael Keaton's Batman at the end of the trailer says, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." That weird line from Batman 89 that I won't lie to you, it makes me cringe, that line, but it is pretty iconic. Many Batman fans, especially Batman 89 fans, know that line. So I guess it makes sense to say it again, but I didn't like it back then, nor will probably. I mean, I find it more stupid fun, but you know what? I'll say this. I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see this because I would have loved everyone's shock when you heard Michael Keaton say that line rather than hear it from a journalist and you not get to have that raw reaction because now you expect it when the teaser drops. But apparently, from what I'm hearing in the John Campea show, apparently, when they actually waited till the very end to talk about the Flash, apparently the audience was surprised, or the people at CinemaCon were surprised, because right now the Flash is in kind of a limbo. We don't know if it's going to be presented. We don't know if there's going to be... Look, I obviously think that they are going to release it theatrically with Ezra Miller. I don't think it makes sense to go back and reshoot this film, especially when this was a $200 million movie to make. This movie's already incredibly expensive. I doubt they want to make it more expensive by having to recast and then reshoot or reuse CGI. I don't know. I don't see them doing that. It's a company, I'm pretty sure they would make more money with Ezra Miller than without. Not saying because of Ezra Miller, but because of the reshoots and all that. But it is going to be interesting to see what they do. But from the trailer, it says The Flash offers a sneak peek at Hermit Bruce Wayne during... This is actually one I'm hearing for the first time. It says WarnerBros showed off the new footage of The Flash at CinemaCon 2022, including Michael Keaton's Batman living like a hermit alone in Wayne Manor, complete with long hair and a beard. I genuinely think I feel like there was an image shown of Michael Keaton's Batman with short hair, but I think that may have been for Batgirl. I don't know. In the footage, we see Keaton in his suit without a cowl, and he says, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." In another scene, he can be seen standing in front of 7 iconic Batman suits. General Zod also makes an appearance and is seen flying at very high speeds. He has a clear face shield due to the difference in the atmosphere. Finally, a glimpse of Keaton's motorcycle is shown, and it appears to be similar to the big one Christian Bale had in Nolan's films. It also looks to have 2 wheels in the front versus the one big one that Bale had. The Flash, which stars Ezra Miller as the hero with incredible speed, was recently delayed from November 2022 to June 2023. Miller themselves, recently got into trouble with the law as they were arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment in Hawaii. Of course, anyone who's keeping up with the channel knows I've been very vocal about the whole Ezra Miller ordeal. I even heard, I'm not going to say this person's name, I heard someone say that, "Oh, I guarantee you guys Ezra Miller's going to be seen as innocent," which I really hope to. I really hope Ezra Miller's innocent. I really hope Ezra, comes out of this. I really hope that I look back at the videos and think, wow, I was wrong. Obviously, I'm not wrong because I'm only saying what I've been hearing. So obviously, I'm not the one that's wrong. But still, I'll bite the bullet. It is interesting to see that they were highlighting the Flash. A lot of people are worried because this trailer, or at least from what we're hearing from the journalist, kind of does confirm what those Reddit leaks from almost a year are possibly true. That they're going to erase the Snyderverse, that, General Zod is going to play a big part in this film. Michael Keaton's going to play a part of it. Ben Affleck. From what it sounds like, it does seem like that leak possibly could have been true. Possibly. But I'll say this right now. I think the scripts look pretty good. At least from the leaks that we've heard. I think that sounds pretty good. And look, any script can be horribly done. Any script can be bad. It's just the execution of the movie can be different, I don't judge a movie based off a script. I don't. Because at the end of the day, a movie isn't solely the script. It's also the directing, the filmmaking, everything involved in the process. The script is just part of it. And also, anything can be done better in execution. I could right now write down on a piece of paper. Guy kisses girl. And that sounds boring. That sounds simple. But then I could film it, and all of a sudden it could be a great romantic scene that everyone loves. Also, Riddler question mark. But yeah, the Batman 2 announcement, Flash, Black Adam. I think the thing that most excites me of this is probably the Black Adam trailer, how it sounds very in line with the comics of the character of Black Adam. One thing I do wonder is that apparently in the Shazam trailer, they reference Fast and Furious. But we know Dwayne Johnson's going to be Black Adam. This kind of reminds me of when Spider-Man Homecoming, they confirmed that Peter is a big Star Wars fan because they had that Lego Death Star, but didn't recognize Nick Fury, even though that's Mace Windu. I don't know. Of course, the obvious answer is, that's not the same person. It's just, I guess they just look similar. Like, for example, in Endgame, when they were referencing time travel movies, one of them was Hot Tub Time Machine, which has Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky Barnes in the MCU. They referenced that movie. I guess the logic is that actor just happens to look a lot like this person. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to all the members who are supporting us financially. We got Mad Max, Movie Managed Entertainment. We got Rhea, Pedro Bonilla, BK Dan, the CJH, and Ashley the Widow. Thank you guys for supporting. And if you want to support us financially, it is only 99 cents a month. And I'll support the channel financially. Again, yeah, 99 cents. And you get stickers. You get shout outs at the end of every one of my videos. And again, there's a join button down there. So go ahead and join right now to support us and get a shout out in every video. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And again, don't forget to comment. Peace.